graduated from Seattle U Education School in '06. Got hired here in the spring and started the fall of '06 as an English teacher, language arts teacher. So I'm in my 4th year. I was really shocked and bitter. I was angry. I do think it's not an ideal way to have that happen. You know, that arbitrarily the most recent hired teachers are the ones that lose their jobs.
You know, I think the whole experience thing is ridiculous. I know where, you know, the idea comes from. You know, like younger teachers will have more opportunities and stuff like that. And you know, even from the standpoint of my mom being a teacher, you know, an experienced teacher, you know, it's like it provides her with security for her job, you know, so she can support me.
The problem with seniority-based layoffs is you lay off your most junior teachers first, which are your least expensive teachers. So you really don't save as much money as you would if you laid off sort of the average teacher, and then you have to lay off some more teachers. So you lay off more teachers when you do it based on seniority than if you did it based on something else. Or most district leaders have a sense of who their best teachers are, who their average teachers are, and who their worst teachers are. But right now, and in Seattle, not an exception, we haven't done a lot of work to exit those teachers that are the worst. And I think if you pulled the numbers over the last 10 years on how many teachers have been let go based on performance, you would find ridiculously small numbers of teachers.
In some cases I do think that's a little unfair because they don't really critique them on how well of a teacher they are. I mean, we still have some teachers that I personally think I don't think they should be teachers right now.
I felt great about that, and I felt, you know, it was just sort of a good feeling to have that stability back.
This year's going to be more severe because we've already cut as much as we can without hitting the classroom. So now it's going to be really tough. So now, depending on what comes our way, and we know we're going to have to cut some teachers because of the number of students, you know, the 90 students less. Where are those cuts going to be?
Nobody is advocating for an effectiveness-based only approach to doing layoffs. You would use in there all sorts of information sources, including observations and students' growth scores. So we're taking into account where the students started and where they finished, and, you know, peer reviews and all sorts of other kinds of things too.
Actually, the assistant principal who supervises our department, she's officially in my classroom for twice a year. Is that enough to evaluate someone? Probably not. You know, it's a real inexact science, but that seems to be where things are going. People want to measure teachers by what students are capable of doing.